Hi, Filter here. Well, I'm back. If you're wondering where I've been all these low months ago, here on December 30th, 2019, we're about to switch over to a new decade. Well, you've probably been wondering where I've been since August, if you've been wondering at all. Well, anyways, I underwent surgery, got a new kidney. It's not bad, and I'm still getting used to a few things here. Because the amount of time when you're on dialysis, your bladder shrinks, and then once they fix that, you kind of have to whiz like a racehorse, and it's like really annoying. It's like almost every 10, 15 minutes you have to go take a whiz or something, which is really messed up. And heaven forbid you're at a mall or an open air market, where you're just really having to hold it in. Well, anyways, I'm back. Boy, do we have a lot to talk about. Oh my goodness. A lot has gone on. Um, I'm not going to get into too. Actually, yeah, I think I will get into a good amount. Well, we've seen so far right now. Comicsgate is, from what I understand, thanks to Comic Book Hut, he has pretty much told me, or not me personally, but he's pretty much told us all that Comicsgate has. How could I say it? It's gone, I guess, downhill. And I kind of realized something. Most movements like Gamergate, Comicsgate seem to have a short lifespan. At best, you could get maybe a year and a half out of it, or a year and 3 months, something like that. 15 months at best, year and a half, maybe. And like Gamergate, I understand that egos have gotten in the way. People have been making money off of it. Where that's the sole thing to do, make money off of something. Now, I understand from what I'm looking at is that a good amount of people have decided to take this opportunity to put their own stuff out, to show up Marvel and DC and Image, that they don't need these large companies with, I guess, social justice-y type things going on, you know, this sort of you need to be taught something instead of giving a straight up adventure and excitement and enjoyment. It's like with most sci-fi these days and the like in fantasy, where it just kind of they're not telling you a story, they're teaching you about I guess the horrors of being something or not being something, not being woken up and the like. And they forget, and the people that write these things, like if you look at a show like Batwoman and Supergirl, and what they forget is that you turn to these things, these mediums, to forget about the real world. It's fine to put a little real world stuff in it, but then when it becomes flat out allegory of Orange Man bad or something like that, it becomes so cringy. I mean, I saw the Crisis on Infinite Earths thing. They turned the guys into useless props, and Batwoman acts more like, I don't know what her problem is. Like in one scene where Ray Palmer is standing there and he looks at her armor, he says, "Hey, I can upgrade that for you. That's an offer." And her reply is, "You want to lose that arm?" And I'm like, Batman would probably say, "Call me," something like that. And coincidentally, they turned Batman into a total. I don't even know what the hell they turned Batman into. I mean, I was looking forward to seeing Kevin Conroy, and they totally screwed that up. Now you have Picard coming out soon, and this is going to be. I'm not sure. I'm giving it a wait and see. And now, just recently, we've had what is it? Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker. As I saw The Last Jedi, I was willing to give it a chance. And I'm also willing to give Rise of Skywalker a chance. I don't know. I have interesting tastes, or odd tastes, if you will, because I like the movie Interstellar and The Martian. I know there are some people that don't like those movies, but I like them personally. I think they're very interesting and nicely character driven. I mean, the science in some of them might, I think, are a little skewered, but this is science fiction. You're not supposed to be thinking constantly all the time about stuff like this. Now, back to the whole Comicsgate thing. Now, like Gamergate, yeah, there were people who were utilizing that to make a career for themselves. And even now, you still have Anita Sarkeesian, who basically screwed herself over instead of having that backup plan that normally most people have when they're trying to do something. She didn't have a backup plan whatsoever. Now she's trying to capitalize on something, on a movement which is officially, well, dead. It died because people forgot the main purpose of it. And Comicsgate rapidly is falling into that basket, if you will, that barrel, that pit. I know people have beef with Ethan Van Sciver for various reasons, but as far as I'm concerned, this is something that has to be resolved. So, or do whatever you think, whatever you will about that. Me personally, I like to think that there is hope for not Gamergate, Comicsgate. The real difference between Gamergate and Comicsgate was, with Gamergate, you really couldn't do anything. All you could do was air your grievances, and that was it. You couldn't do it. You couldn't do a daggone thing. What Comicsgate, you actually had people who are writers and artists trying to put out a product, an alternative. You know, and again, because certain things have now been popping up, I guess egos, and maybe it's wrong to make money off of this. I don't know. It's all just one weird, big, convoluted mess. And quite frankly, I don't know. I've reached that point where I'm just going. I just tune out some nowadays. I think the only comics I buy are the True Believer series that you might find at your local comic store, and maybe the odd book that just catches your eye. I got the Orville comic, which I have actually yet to read. I bought all 4 issues, and I kind of have them sitting here on my dresser, and I haven't read them yet. So think of what you will on that one. I don't know. I'll just have to break that thing open. Well, like I said, I just thought I'd let you all know that I'm back. New kidney. Oh, and coincidentally, for any of you guys, if you ever get a kidney transplant, they put a stent from your bladder to that leads to Mr. Happy, and eventually, see, when they put it in, you're knocked out, but when they take it out, you're not knocked out. Uh, they say it takes 30 seconds, and it may as well be 30 years the way they pulled it out. If you get, I'm going to leave that alone because I know most of you are now crossing your legs. All right. Nonetheless, um, rate this video if you like. Leave a comment below. And until next time, see ya. Wait a minute. My outro music. Yeah, I tried to do this right, but I'm not doing it very well. I gotta learn editing. Actually, I think this song is kind of apropos for what I was talking about.